Hello and welcome from the Bristly, stranger. We have come to have a look at an alpha demo today, Starmancer. It's from the publishing house of Chucklefish, which we've played a lot of their titles over the year. And this is still an alpha demo, so there are bugs and things like that. But I really love the art style. I love the concept. We're going to be playing as a computer core in charge of a space station. We are kind of beholden to a corporation, so we've got to make money, and we have got to kind of get some organic material together to kind of get our flesh bag humans together and feed them. There are some things we can't do, so we have to rely on the humans, so they are kind of a necessity, really. We're going to start a new game. Because it is the demo, we can play for an hour. I've had a couple of goes on this to try and get it in my head how to play, and I've not managed to last the full hour yet. My last playthrough had a few bugs and a big crash at the end, but that's fine. Like I say, early alpha demo, we can expect things like that. So we get the normal govins, we can put our name in, we also get to select what our core looks like, and I kind of like the charging symbol. We can have a nice bristly purple, we can have the body selection, let's go for a nice scrappy one, and again we can put like a tint on that as well, so we'll go purple. So we're almost ready to start. We've just got to choose a station name. It is the demo, so we're only playing this as a one-off. We're going for station. Okay, so as we load in, we are greeted by Cat, who is kind of like a tutorial bot. We have lots of bits and pieces. I'm going to blow by all of the information that Cat gives us at the minute and give you like the TLDR afterwards. Up in the left corner, we have got an hour's countdown. Now, if we speed up time, it doesn't affect that, but we've only got that long to record. Obviously, I'm going to edit out some bits. At the minute, we have got a station with no power and no oxygen. So Cat's basically telling us about that. We have had a memory leak, so we don't know what we're doing. We've got to make money. So we are going to get Cat to pop up again to tell us a few different bits and pieces. First of all, no oxygen, we're not going to have any life. If we click on the wire, it shows wire existing in our kind of station. At the minute, the only power we've got comes from our computer core. It's about 1500. We just need to connect up our oxygen system. It will turn this water into oxygen. We also need the water for other bits and pieces. We're basically told now that we have to do some research. So in the research, we open up by doing different things. So this one unlocks after an hour of in-game. This one unlocks after 3 hours in-game. We need this one, so we're going to have to do this first. So this ticks up 1% at a time. Obviously, we can speed it up to get that sorted. That is also going to unlock the other stuff. We'll go back down to normal speed. Cat's telling us what we have to do now. So we have unlocked the biomass synthesizer, liquid pipes, and the biomass tanks. I'm going to get those sorted now. So if we get our biomass, we can see that it comes to about here. That's next to one of our fluid pipes. I'm going to actually put 2 down, and we are going to wire those in because they do need power. If we click on it, we can see that our available power now is 0. So we haven't really got any spare. Well, in fact, we used some power while we were building, so we've got a little bit of playing room. We have now got to build some tanks and stuff and build up some biomass stuff. We are going to drop that in here. Before these things can work though, we need water, and obviously they've not connected the water in, so we'll do that. Obviously these are all bits of tutorial. I am going to skip ahead until we have got some biomass. So while we're ticking ahead, I have also gone for the food brick factory, which uses biomass to make food for people. We've also got the airlock, which obviously we're going to need to go from the station to outside. The next research tier here needs 10 lots of biomass, so we're quickly going to get that. This stuff over here, we need to successfully mine an asteroid, but to do that we need fuel, but this fuel extractor. That's going to help us do that. Over here we need an engineer, but of course we need people before we can get an engineer. So whilst we were doing this, a tank is completely full. Our tank, or a biotank thing, we'll have a look at it in a minute. It's ready to use. Before we do, we have unlocked our tier 2 bits here. We're going to need beds for our colonists, we're going to need water tanks. I don't really overly think we need these. We're going to have spare room. Maybe we need them later. This fuel extractor we definitely need though. I've clicked on all 3 and they will start ticking along as we use it. First of all though, we need crew. So we click on here, we can grow a colonist. The colonists that we have are random. So even though it is a demo, we get different colonists every single time. Let's go in and have a look at the ones we've got this time. So we've got 3, we've got Jonathan, Victor and Kalia. Jonathan is tolerant, but he is also disgusting and charismatic. Okay, so each trait has different things. He does disgusting things which annoy people, but charismatic, everybody likes him despite it. Tolerant, he doesn't mind other people doing things, so if there is another disgusting person, he won't be as bothered by it. Victor, however, is aggressive, so he's going to fight. But he is tolerant, so maybe that will balance out. Gluttonous, however, he needs more food than other people. And finally, we've got Kalia, who is a slow learner, which is kind of bad, but we can put them on labouring. Mute, so they can't talk, and deaf, so they can't hear. I'm not sure what benefits or hindrances this has on the game. We are going to go with Jonathan first though. I think he is the better of the 3. Unfortunately we can't just discard them. So our first colonist is growing. We don't really need anything else going at the minute. We kind of want the beds in before we get our colonists. I'm going to skip through time though. As you can see, as we skip through, the tank actually grows our little human there, and when they're ready, we'll get a little sign saying they're ready for harvest. There we go, Cat's telling us all about that. So I've dropped it down to a slower speed again. Our human ready for harvest. They haven't got any food at the minute though, so we're going to have to switch off one of our tank synthesizer things and get our food. Okay, it's now telling us that we need mining and things like that, but we need our fuel extractor before we can do that. I do want to get our humans into place, so I'm going to fast forward through and we'll get all 3 of our guys on the station. Whilst we're waiting for things to tick up, we are going to build some more foundations for the station. So we can literally just drag and drop. These are exterior walls, so it will come up with little things saying we've got low oxygen and a leak. That's because this bit of floor is exposed to space. So if anyone was there, they would basically freeze and die. While it's still sealed, that's going to be fine. Our dudes are going to be going around labouring. Do you know what? We need to turn one of them into an engineer. So Jonathan's our first guy. Engineers, unfortunately, aren't labourers, but they can work as miners. So the engineer, we need a level, well, a engineer full stop to unlock some of our research. So we've got one. They're going to just poodle around and fix the station. Instead of wearing the grey labourer robes, they're now in an orange jumpsuit. I think we're going to have our sleeping space over here. It's an odd shape though. That displeases me. So we're going to adjust that. We're going to have to speed up time though to get through this. Obviously we need our beds and things and the fuel extractor researched. Production is still on. We're going to jump ahead. Okay, so we're still growing our last, in fact our last colonist is ready, so they're the aggressive one, annoyingly. To save power, we are going to shut this thing down. We have also researched our water storage, which we don't really care about, our fuel extractor, which gives us tanks for fuel, and our beds. We're going to need beds in as soon as possible, but we can also get the radar in now. So I'm going to get the radar and the landing pad. They're going to be researched. Oxygen is low. That's because this bit hasn't got any oxygen in. To do that, we can put a vent in, but do you know what? I'm just going to delete the wall. Okay. Yeah. Good work. Cat's telling us we are levelling up our skills. Someone's sleeping on the floor there, so we desperately need beds in as well. Here we go. We can get one in here, but I don't want that wall there. There we go. I'll make it into a better shape. We are going to put another bed in just here, and leave space and put another one in there. We might get another colonist. It is quite easy to get another one, but obviously we've not got one yet. That will future-proof us a little bit. We do need to cheer our guys up, so we're going to load a few posters and things like that. I'm also going to get our fuel extractor in. So it does take 400 power. The little panel at the front, we can see it's facing out. That needs to be accessible by our engineer, otherwise we can't repair it. I'll put that tank in the wrong place, that's going to really annoy me. Remove object. So annoyingly, we couldn't delete the tank until it was built. We're going to put another one in the right place. Obviously this thing's got no power. We need to sort that out, so we'll put some power down. We're also going to need the liquid, so we're going to put that down there as well. It extracts the fuel from our water. Our water is running a little bit low. Why are these guys not... I know why they're asleep. They can't get through this door, so we're going to unlock that. It's unpowered, but now it is. It's already connected in. As you can see, the power runs all the way around. Everything kind of needs power. The water, that goes round here as well, so once we've made some fuel, it's going to pipe directly into our ship. So just because I'm a little bit of a stickler, we are going to change all the floors so they are the same. I don't like this mismatch. Thankfully, it doesn't cost us anything to change the floors. We have got a fancy carpet in with the living quarters, for want of a better word. I've stuck some posters up there, and we're going to have this as our dining area. We haven't got a table at the minute, so we can't do anything with that. That's fine. Maybe that wants to be a little bit closer. At the minute, it's okay. They are just sleeping around. We do need more fuel, though. So I'm going to fast forward again. We are getting our research sorted. We're probably going to get some more. There we go. We made a tiny bit of money. We've mainly spent money. Our labourers do feed things straight into our sellable place. Obviously, when we get ice, we don't want to be selling it, because that's where we're going to get our water and our fuel and things like that. Fuel, again, I don't want to sell that. And biomatter, all the way down here. We can just click it again and it will sell it. Everything else, we're okay to sell an abundance of. So, launchpad is done. We have also got radar dish done. So we needed to build a radar dish. In fact, we're getting another little thing about our engineer going around repairing things. That's fine. We're going to get our radar dish in as well. I'm going to pop that on the outside. We've got a bit of fuel now, actually. So let's drop the speed down. The radar dish is just here. Again, the little panel needs to be accessible, so we'll drop it here. Also, it needs to be powered, so we will put some power down to it. Without this, we can only get one thing on our star map. We've got two, so I'm lying straight away. Ice is really easy to mine. We're going to get that first. This is possibly an extra colonist, so maybe we do that one first. We can send whoever. I'm just going to send these two guys. Victor is the violent one. Can't be violent if they're on their own. Fine. That will start a mission. We can start another one to here, but we've only got one ship, so we'll have to wait till they're done. The fuel is automatically loaded in by these pipes. Obviously, the power is already powered. To find the new things, we need the radar station. So we just got lucky and had two. We're going on the rescue mission though. It says 10 hours. This isn't counting down currently because the crew aren't loaded on board. So as you can see there, our engineer donned a space helmet in our airlock and they have got aboard. We are waiting for the other person to turn up. now we have got this. At the start of every day, we can open the star map and it will have new things. I have had a little bug with the demo where things over here, once the information panel pops up, we can't actually go there. So that is a little bit annoying. Obviously, it is an early access demo, so we can expect little bits like that. We have an upgrade, but I'm kind of waiting for our person to hurry up and get on board. We can change the crew. Our labourer has levelled up there. We'll have a look at that in a minute as well. Victor's hungry. Eat something, and our person's not getting on board. I don't really know why. I think it's because they're unhappy. Hopefully they will hurry up and get on board in a minute. Looks like they've gone to bed now though. We have got an upgrade here though, so we can either make it work faster or increase production. So we get 2 instead of 1. I'm going to go for that. I don't really know how these upgrades work. I'm not going to shut it down though. Got plenty of food coming. Yeah, you're asleep and you are not really doing as you're told. Getting some food now. Start of a new day. There we go. And the ship should slow it down for that. Never mind. The mission count will start to go. In fact, if we have a look at Victor here, we can see that they've now got 1 blob of labourer. We need labourer level 3 to unlock some of the science, so we are going to be speeding through the radar dish. I think because we've got a new day, yes, it's picked up new things. So actually the ice asteroid that's disappeared, we lost that. That is annoying. This thing, we need more ice, so this is going to be the next thing we go to. This is a piece of broken down trading pod. It's got lots of bits on it. Possibly a new recipe as well. Danger level low, so maybe we do want to go for that. Of course, we've got to get this one sorted first. So speeding through, we have got the Biner skill leveled up with both of these guys. We got a mysterious skull, which is going to be worth money, and a rescued colonist. So that gives us the blueprints, for a want of a better word, to grow a new colonist. There we go. Let's slow things down. The ship should be back any minute. We get very similar. There we go. Coming in, they will now go. Our engineer hasn't eaten for a day, so that's probably the first thing they're going to do. The labourer has got the skull. We want them to go back and grab the other colonists, though. Obviously, this airlock is taking time to go through. I have had a play around with this in the past, and I kind of want another ship. So I'm going to set up another ship. We're also going to grow this new colonist that we've got. And alas, we have encountered an error with something. I'm not entirely sure why. Do you know what? We are going to get back to the same point that we just were at. Okay, so starting again, we will get some different colonies. We've got June, who is a loner, charismatic but anxious. Tolerant, fast learner. Fast learner is very good. They will learn quicker. And we've got oversleeper, charismatic and anxious. Do you know what? We've got a better crew this time. I'm going to jump ahead to the point where we got to last time. Okay, we've got to the bit where we're just about ready to launch a ship. We haven't got the survivor bit. So we're going to send these guys to get the ice asteroid before it disappears. The other thing, it's got resources, but we're not so bothered about that. We can get money maybe. Hopefully, in fact, they're already boarding the ship. We're still waiting for fuel, so we haven't quite got enough of that. In fact, we're still waiting for people to wake up. So hopefully these guys will go and get on board. Everyone's cheered up. We've got much better colonists this time. Obviously, Cat's given us a little bit of an explanation that, you know, if bad things happen, it will lower the morale and they'll refuse to work. That's done a poop on the floor there. They're off on mission though. 9 hours. That's fine. When we get back, we'll have a look at what they do with the resources. We're getting some more information about assigning our engineer. Fine, we can do that. Obviously, because I've not been talking about it, we've got through it a lot quicker this time. There we go. We found a pendant. That's going to be worth some money. I'm not sure what benefit it has. but the ice extremely important. They're going to be back very shortly. We still, in fact we can research this because we have mined something. So this is tables and furniture and things like that, and a crop spot which you're not going to be able to use until we get our generators in place. There we go, the ship is back, everyone's happy. If we look at the inventory, we've got this pendant, we've also got a load of ice. Now the ice, they will bring in and they will dump it straight into this sink, which, because it is connected by the pipes, will feed directly back to our oxygen thing. Of course, we don't need to do anything with that at the minute. Everyone will be annoyed about this human waste on the floor. We do want our other things sorting though, so we'll open the star map, and we only need salvage. Do you know what? We are going to just send our engineer this time. Hopefully they can get to that. The others can do some mining if another asteroid shows up. But basically we have just got to cut through the time until they're going to sell that human waste for us. That'll be a bit of money. Okay, so we're still doing the crop spot, but we've got our furniture in place now. So we're going to make a table, and we are also going to put some chairs around that table. We need to have a little bit of space, otherwise they won't be able to get to them. Kind of would like some other bits in here, just to dress it up. I'm thinking we might turn this, in fact, rather than turning that into our growing space, maybe... Oh, made an outside platform there for some reason. Maybe we have our growing space here instead. Perhaps don't need it quite as big as the other one. Yeah, that looks about fine. I'm going to tidy this up and we're going to extend this out a little bit more. So our crop plot in place. Again, we've spent loads of money. We've made slightly more this time. And again, we're going to have to give these guys some oxygen by removing the walls. Our engineers and labourers are levelling up now. We need to get our labourers to level 3 before we can unlock the generators though. So we've got 2 missions waiting. I'm not sure why they haven't gone and done them yet, but we have got an upgrade on this. The upgrade, we've only got one choice. It makes stuff quicker. That's okay. So our engineer has got to tier 4. The labourers have gone off to mine the ice asteroid. We still haven't got anything unlocked that we need. We need the labourers to go up. Our engineer is a fast learner, so they are learning quicker than the others. Okay, our guys are back with the ice. The other one's still not left. I don't know why. That seems to be bugged. These are not happy. People are pooping everywhere. Until our labourers level up, we can't actually get a toilet. Okay, so I figured out why that one wasn't working. It was still full of cargo. So as soon as the labourers got back, they emptied it out. This one, however, has still got lots of ice and bits and pieces in. They are pretty much dropping it in the sink, and it is being fed into our water tanks, which look fairly adequate so far. I think I might put an extra couple in just on the off chance. Yeah, there we go. They've grabbed all those bits. They're going to sell us for a little bit more money. It's going to be back soon. Again, until our labourers level up to level 3, we can't do a thing. Okay, finally, tier 3 has been unlocked. But it's in the engineering one. This was go on 3 missions. Fine. We've got an ore refinery, we've got mess furniture, we've got a workbench, and we've got a medical desk. These are all very useful, but not as useful as a toilet. The fact that our guys are pooping everywhere, they don't like pooping just on the floor anyway, that upsets them, and then they get upset by seeing poop on the floor. Can't really blame them. Whilst we have unloaded, we have unlocked a new recipe, so we can make pizza in an oven with a chemist now. And we haven't unlocked ovens yet. That sticking point with the labourers is really getting in the way now. Okay, finally, we are going to actually switch these off, just in case it does affect. We're going to get the toilet in first, then the generators. So finally, yes, we have the toilet sorted, so we're going to build one of those. straight away. I'm going to put it just there because then it's next to the pipe network. Do you know what? We could drop another one in here. I mean, it won't be piped in. In fact, it will because it's next to the sink thing. Okay, that's fine. We're going to put that pipe anyway. We've now got some toilets. That should keep our people slightly happier. We're still having to unload stuff before we can do anything else. We can't mine this asteroid. The other one's disappeared. This has got aluminium. We need mining level 2. I don't think... Oh, our engineer has. Okay, but they're on the other mission. That's fine. We've got to kind of spin time on to get this unloaded before we can get more missions. Again, we're going to be looking at rescuing colonists, but it is random when it comes up. So, the daily summary today, we actually made some money. So our net profit was 500. That is because the stuff that we brought in obviously made more in the being sold than our outgoings. Obviously we didn't build much of the station yet. We do need to get our crops going though. So we have got a rescue mission available. We're going to have to send June because the other two are still busy going on the mission. This one's a new one, just got ore, we can't really mine that. This has got some loot. We do need the ice though. If we run out of ice, we're going to run out of oxygen. So we're going to speed time along. Hopefully we can get this sorted sooner rather than later. Our research is all ticking up now. I'll come back when the next thing for that is ready. Okay, so we have rescued a colonist. We got some elements and a pendant. Excellent. We are doing more research, but we still haven't really got the stuff I really want. Again, this is going to be returned before this is even ready to go. They're still unloading it. The most important thing we see though is in the inventory here, this thing, the rescued colonists, that needs to be brought aboard. That gives us the blueprints for another colonist. So now we have finally unlocked our life support, which I wasn't so bothered about, but our generator is now in. So as you can see, I've been busy down here. We've got another fuel thing. This one's actually switched off because we haven't got enough power to run it. But we can now get a generator in place. This will give us 1,000 more energy. It needs fuel to use it, but obviously we have got fuel here. We do need it connected, but I think it will already be wired in. And the pipes for the fuel, yeah, everything's connected. As soon as that is in place, our stopgap for energy has kind of been sorted. I do want a second one in place. We've still got someone getting unhappy. The posters and things do cheer people up. Obviously they're eating bowls of mush at the moment. We're going to get everything switched on now. We're going to get another generator in here. These 2 fuel pumps should give us enough to keep everything running. We've still got quite a bit of water. Yeah, we'll get another one in here. Then we can get some other stuff in place as well. So we're still waiting for our labourer to go and get the cargo from here. I think they're actually going to do it now. That's absolutely fine. Yep, there they go. There's the little green jar. That represents our blueprints for life. So they're going to bring it in. I think they just put it straight in here. In fact, no, they put it in the core. This is kind of like our general inventory. Now that is in there, though, we can grow another colonist. It's Julian Tate. They are aggressive, but they are also tolerant, so they might not fight. Hopefully we can keep them happy. Same as before, they'll start growing. Now we've got an extra colonist, I think we could probably get some crops in. So we're going to put some crop spots in place. I think they do need water as well. So we're going to drop that down as well. There we go. We also need a botanist. So when we've grown our new colleague there, they're going to be our botanist. So yes, we can now harvest that. No point wasting power though, so we can just shut this down while we're not using it. Got plenty of bio stuff. this guy, you have been promoted to Chief Botanist. Now, again, we need a leveled up botanist to get some of the skills. In fact, yes, the kitchen, we need a botanist to get that. That's fine. I do feel like we're lagging behind on that now. We can change our crops, but I think the only one we've got unlocked at the minute is the wheat. Again, it is early access. Again, it is an early alpha demo, so we can expect some of that. So Julian's busy starting to sort the crops out now. Does use a little bit of water up while we're doing that. We've got some salvage as well. That's going to get us some money. Money has got quite dangerously low. And there we go. Our crops are growing, but we are starting to bring stuff in now. Medical bed as well. Kind of want one of those. No one's been injured just yet. So yes, our station is coming together now. We've got an eating spot. We're still only eating the goop from here, which, you know, that doesn't cheer them up really. We're on the way to getting better stuff now, but it's going to take a while to unlock that botany skill. Also, every day we are looking for new missions here. We've got a slime that has appeared. Oh dear. Now, I have seen one of these in our previous playthroughs. It looks like he is getting stuck into the airlock. Oh no. It's killed one of our guys. These slimes, I haven't really figured out a way of dealing with them. I think if we get some doors, actually, let's try this out. This is all new to me, so I don't exactly know if this is going to work. Doors block atmosphere. We need vents. That is fine. The slime, we want to keep that in there. I'm fairly certain they're immune to the effects of space. Oh yeah, one of our colonists has died thanks to this slime. We are actually going to lock the doors. One of them's not powered anyway, so they can't get through there. I think if we delete this wall here, is it going to vent it to space and give this slime a bad day? Yeah, as you can see, the room has gone red now because it's been deoxygenated. No, he seems quite okay with that. I don't know how to get rid of them. I know you need... In fact, no, there we go. He's turned into bio-waste. Excellent. So he finally did suffocate. Fantastic. Unfortunately, sometimes you pick these guys up from asteroids and such. Once we've collected the bodies up, oh dear, we are going to delete this doorway, please. Delete generic. There we go. That will get some oxygen into that room as well. We could put a vent in there, but in fact that might be a better idea. Let's sort that out. Hopefully our guys will put these back into the selling thing. We can get rid of their bodies and regenerate them. So unfortunately, because we've got no labourers, the bodies are never going to be tidied up. Thankfully, we unloading the ice. That's fine. Yeah, there we go. We have now got the two people tidied up. I think I am... Oh, there we go. Got a new recipe there. Anti-hot mutagen. Excellent. We're going to turn Thomas back into our labourer, engineer even though, and we're going to grow ourselves some more labourers in here. They are the same too, but of course now they are effectively new clones, so they've got no skills or anything like that. They're going to have to relearn everything. So, unbelievably, our money's actually creeping up. We've got a food recycler and kitchen now available. Excellent, so we've unlocked the kitchen finally. We've got a little bit of spare money. Do you know what? We are going to make the kitchen just here. There we go. While it's doing the building there, I'll it's going to be annoyed that we are exposing it to outer space. That is fine. We are going to put a fancy floor in here, the same. I think we're just going to make a hole in the wall just there. And we want some foodie production things. So we've got an oven. It's obviously going to be our main thing, food recycler. We just don't want food to go off though. That does fit in there nicely. It does need a bit of power. So we can run a power cable through the wall, just there. The other foodie items, the fridge, that does require power as well actually. So we will get power to that. Down there. That does store food and stops it going off. We need a chemist though. So we have got 4 colleagues. Unfortunately, it's going to be annoying to lose one of our labourers. But, where are we? Chemist, there we go. So we've got a chemist. While here we can do production, we can make some bread. So it's telling us to make infinite bread. We can up it and down it. So we can just say, make 8 breads, say. Pizza, we need tomatoes. We still can't grow that. Porridge we can make. So we can actually make a couple of those. And carrots we can make as well. The crop spots, we can change the crop, but I think because it is the demo, we've only got wheat. I think in the past I have unlocked new recipes for making tomatoes and things like that, but we haven't been able to grow them. So there is obviously a little bit more to the game yet. We haven't looked at the engineer or the doctor. Our engineer can make things at the workbench. Same as we made food in the kitchen, and obviously our doctor can make things at the medical desk and treat people to recover hit points. They do recover hit points a little bit if they're in bed. We need to have a chemist level 3 to unlock this tier. We need to sell a gazillion things, although we are about halfway there. These things, the heater and the distribution booth, when they know more. Oh, right, I think this can even their skills out. Obviously we have a billboard and a solar panel to get more energy and things like that. Trading pod is like a shop, and we've also got mining droids and things like that. We can automate things a lot more. Obviously our station is now ticking along. We've got the Bristly core looking after things. We've got our spaceships. The unloading thing is a little bit annoying at this point actually. I do like how the new items that you can see float along in the background. I think once you get a bigger crew and have more labourers, we are getting these things unloaded virtually straight away. At the minute, this is a sticking point. We can switch jobs and give people labouring jobs. I kind of don't like the idea of that. If we need an engineer, we need an engineer all the time. So I've really enjoyed my time with Starmancer. Our station doesn't look too bad. We've got 2 ships on the go. We can do another little project. We are kind of stuck by RNG. We can't get more crew without finding escape pods, and it is fairly random how they show up. The early game getting power, if you didn't know that you needed generators and in turn you needed loads of fuel, that might be a bit of a sticking point as well. Obviously once you get to this point everything opens up and it's just time to do your cooking, to do your botany and get things working. People do get a lot happier. Obviously we had red and yellow because they were eating goop from this thing. Now they're actually eating bread and porridge and things like that. They've got a nice little station as well. They're able to go to the toilet rather than poop on the floor. And we've actually gone from 20 up to 22, so we're even making money. We've still got about 20 minutes left, but I am going to leave it here. I think when the full game does come out of this, I really do want to come back and have another look at it. It is basically like a sim management game. You're looking at your guys' needs, but you're also looking at building that station, getting the efficiency. But considering it was an alpha demo, I think there is quite a lot in it. If you have enjoyed the video though, Do leave those likes and any comments as well, always great to hear from you. And of course, if you haven't already, do subscribe to keep up to date with the videos and support the channel. But for now, I've been the Bristly Stranger. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we will see you next time.